Alright, so hello, I'm making this at 1 in the morning. I just wanted to demonstrate how I made dance, or how I mixed and mastered it. So, this is a track by an artist named Supr. I work with him a lot. I mixed and mastered his most recent debut album, October's Broken, and this was the biggest song that came from it, so I just wanted to show how I did that. So he was the one who found the beat. I had no say in any of that. All I did was the recording and the mixing and mastering of his voice. So let's see if OBS is picking it up good. Yeah.
Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Baby, take my hand. She got me like a chokehold and the way she dance. Yeah. What's your thoughts on love? Yeah. Tell me what's your stance. Yeah. Taking it far. Don't know where we finna land. Yeah. One thing I know for sure. I have your heart in my hand. Yeah. Throw that shit away. Throw that.
All right. So I do everything through BandLab because I'm a petty piece of shit, and for some reason doesn't want to pay for FL or all the big producer or big things because I don't know. I'm petty. I'm a piece of shit. But the first thing I did for main vocals, what I always do, I already have a preset that I made for him because we've been recording for so long, and it's all this. So basically, I have a little like filter echo to kind of like give it a little bit like a delay. It works just like a delay instead of. So with BandLab, they have a ping pong delay which goes back and forth. Basically, this filter echo plus shit just does it straight, so it makes it easier. I have that at 5% with a 15% mix because if I have it any higher, it explodes. Half beat, that half beat kind of thing. I have the basic reverb, just that's studio everything. This graphic EQ, it's very nitty gritty, but it basically like kind of just streamlines the whole thing and like kind of makes it sound more compressed without adding a compressor, which BandLab compressors suck. If you use BandLab, you know that BandLab compressors kind of suck. So this is kind of a cheat I found. It adds a little bit of compression, but not too much to where it kills it. This is just backup, just in case if people complain. This little EQ3, this is kind of just so I can bring up the highs and lows a little bit because with the studio we were using to record, the mic we were using used a lot of mids and I didn't like it. So I kind of added these two to kind of bring those up. I have a de-esser because this dude is white and he has a high-pitched voice. His voice gets s'd a lot, like a lot of sounds, like
She got me like a chokehold and the way she dance.
a lot of that sound. If I didn't have this, like
She got me like a chokehold and the way she dance. What's your thoughts on love? Yeah.
you get a lot of that high-end shit that I don't like it. Noise gate, that's just so that I don't, my ears don't pierce with high pitched sounds because, he always has to be this close to the mic for some reason. And a little digicamp, and that's more just, basic shit like your attack release, threshold, compression. That's one setup. What we did do for the only unique section of this song is these little mid sections here, this one here, and there's one here at the end of the song. One has a pitch shift because he wanted to sound more grovelly, and that was this one, I think. Yeah, so there was a pitch shift on that, and it was, yeah, I think it was like 90 something, 93. Okay, so if I blast it full, the thing with BandLab, they have all these weird effects that kind of like blend into like all these like effects that add. How do I explain this? BandLab has all these effects that kind of blend a bunch of different effects into one effect. So with this, if I was to blast this full, I would get this. But if I have it a little bit, like I had it with the 93, you get kind of both. And it doesn't. And with people who use BandLab, if with auto pitch or the auto tune, if you use I think it's in the hip hop. If you use this modern pop, it's not on key. It doesn't sound good. So if you just want like one back vocal, use a pitch shift, turn up that little thing, and that kind of fixes it. This little section here is kind of the only thing that was original, that I did myself. The echo we blasted on this second section. So you get that delay kind of going. And then for dance, these used to be on time with the dance, and I was like, that doesn't sound very good because it kind of just like is punching a little bit too hard. So I put them at the offbeat, so it kind of like gave this dance, yeah, it's kind of like back and forth kind of thing, kind of like that. And yeah, altogether it kind of came together as this monstrosity. I won't lie, this section, I'm sure if you've heard the song, you know, this section where he goes really, really fast. I got some probable causes and drug induced logic. If you wanna talk about it, switch up the topic. I'm running like faucet, I cannot be modded, cause I be fucking killing this shit. I will not lie to you. A lot of people say, like, will lie and be like, oh, it was one take, we did it one take. No, we didn't. This was the brunt of the studio session, was just this part, getting that right. And it wasn't him, it was just that it was, I don't know what about it. I know it wasn't him though, because we've done one takes that were like this before. I think it was just the fact that, I guess it was just the amping and the, you know, we were just so amped up listening to it that you just kinda... I got some probable causes and drug induced logic. If you wanna talk about it, switch up the topic. I'm running like faucet, I cannot be modded, cause I be fucking killing this shit. I be killing this shit. I be killing this shit. I be killing this shit. And it came together. Yeah, that was that. And that's Dance by Supr that I mixed and mastered. Well, and recorded. I was the engineer for that too. But yeah, no, that's it. Thanks. Also, please, I have a Twitch channel. No one watches it, and I live stream a bunch of bullshit games that I play. Yeah, okay, that's really it. Bye.